Hey everybody, Jonathan Broadbent here, host of UnWoke.Academy. I've got a quick note on technology and servers. This is off the beaten path for me, but this is important and it connects back to an episode that I've done, actually 2 episodes now, in interviews with Andrew Ridow from Liberation Tek. So bear with me, I'm going to quickly breeze through this. I don't normally have screens open when I record these types of episodes, but I've got a few open now. I have to have them. I know I'm one of those people that wear glasses. It is annoying that they reflect off of the glasses, but humor me on this. Even though you're going to see flashes of white from all the screens that I have open, we're going to briefly cover some really important material here. In case you haven't been following it, there was I don't know the right terminology to use because I'm not a tech person, but this gets somewhere, and this is a suggestion for you. It appears that there were tech attacks, something called a zero-day attack or something along that line on SharePoint. SharePoint is part of Microsoft. If you're one of those people that uses Microsoft Office, there are all sorts of things that come with it, the usual things that most people know about, like Word and PowerPoint and Excel and Outlook. But in addition, there's something called SharePoint. There's malicious code that apparently allowed some Chinese actors, Chinese agents or hackers. It's unclear whether or not they may be connected with the Chinese Communist Party, but they used zero-day flaws to gain unauthenticated remote access to servers within the US. That's something that's very alarming. It catches my attention right away because I have, through the years, used and paid pretty big money to Microsoft. At one point, I've lost track of how many monthly subscriptions I was paying for myself and a bunch of colleagues and coworkers and employees. We have actually phased out of that, thankfully. I've almost nothing left that we do on Microsoft SharePoint. The interviews we've done with Andrew Ridow, and I suggest going back and checking those out. He was something along the lines of the White House tech guru for Trump's first administration. He was part of the team that ran the technology and cybersecurity and all that stuff when 2020 happened and Biden came into the White House. Andrew Ridow formed LiberationTek. It really blossomed and has turned into a major enterprise with all the underpinnings of US-focused, US security, cyber technology, none of the globalist type of talk that you hear from companies like Microsoft. LiberationTek is Liberation, Liberation, and Tech, T-E-K, no C-H, it's T-E-K, LiberationTek.com. Go and check it out because these are designed to be competition for Microsoft and companies like it. You don't have to give up all your information and privacy to places like Google. You don't have to be compromised and give money to Microsoft. LiberationTek is a turnkey solution that does all kinds of stuff. They compete directly with Google and Microsoft. There's video conferencing that is secure. There are shared files on a dedicated server that's maintained by Andrew Ridow and his team. By the way, if you like it, this is actually part of the affiliate marketing that we've set up. If you've been following UnWoke.Academy, you know that my primary company came under the target of weaponized regulators and is all but shut down. So starting a couple of years ago, we went to subscription model, we went to everything that isn't regulated, and we have a number of different companies that I have personally met with, spoken with, and vetted. By the way, in the last interview that Andrew Ridow did with me, he offered a bonus deal. He's willing to give the first 3 months of anything you might sign up for at half off. So go kick the tires on it. The thing that I did for a long time when I was checking it out and familiarizing myself, I actually maintained both. It was so inexpensive and reasonable that I had both LiberationTek and Microsoft Office 365 package running at the same time, and then just took my time. It took several months. We migrated everything. Depending on what you're doing, you might even be able to do it in a couple of weeks or something. But it is very reasonable. I suggest checking them out because when we read about these sorts of things, like these cybersecurity hacks into our personal private data from places like China, it's alarming. Liberation Tek, By the way, if you do end up signing up with them, they are an affiliate marketing partner. So there's a possibility that some value from that relationship may come back to pay episodes like this one. We'd greatly appreciate it. But the primary reason for this message, let's try to get all of your personal information out of harm's way and out of likely attack vector from foreign adversaries. That's where Liberation Tek comes in. I believe that they do a terrific job. If you do check out Liberation Tek, include the comments. I'd love to hear the feedback on your experiences with Andrew Ridow's team at Liberation Tek. I'm Jonathan Broadbent. This has been a brief Tech Minute from UnWoke.Academy.